Hey, afternoon, what? How you doing, my friend? How are you getting on? You're always the first, aren't you? Nice to have Sally back yesterday, so that's going to be good. So yeah, I hope that helped you as well, mate. Yeah, it makes no difference to me now, to be honest with you. I've come out of my shell a bit now. I've just started to make my own decisions, I think. Hence this one, we had that leg up, we had a break, we made 2 more attempts to go lower, pushed up strongly, and I took 4 points there. So I like that, and it's pretty much a leg up, 2 legs back, and then some more of that, I think. That's just what the picture looks like to me. Yeah, it's just 2 legs back in it. Not only that, it's a lovely triple test off here. So I think really, after that break and 2 more attempts to go lower, a nice triple test, drop right at the bottom, lovely, nice and bullish. It's pretty much, we know where it's pretty much going to go, at least to above these highs. So there you go. Hey, Breck, how you doing, mate? So yeah, so looking good. Let's see how we get on today. We got no news. We had some medium impact news at 1:30 UK time, but nothing really happened there. So it's the last day of the discount today, so just keep that in mind if you are looking for one. What day is it? Let's have a look. What time is it? Okay, I'm a little bit early actually. I'm going to say there's only not many on the stream this morning, but I'm not usually on for another 5 minutes, so sorry about the dogs in the background. School kids going past. Excuse me a sec, I'll just kick them out. Okay. It does look like I was watching Mac last night, and on the daily we've had 2 legs down, a proper measured move down. Really, another bearish day again yesterday. So we could certainly bounce where we are now, but yeah, it's been quite down. We've had some kind of nice trending days. That was pretty good. A little bit choppy that one, and a little bit choppy that one, but yesterday's not a huge amount of setups, but it's just much better. They're easy to spot, aren't they, and easier to take. But I noticed, though, you know, there was a couple of trades yesterday which I didn't take. One because it was a counter trend trade, and surprisingly enough, Mac didn't take them or didn't mark them. I thought he might do. So let's have a look. Which was the counter trend? And that was, there were a few. I know Sam took that. 5 Trader took that, and a couple did that lower high, but he never marked it. Because Mac's quite big about counter trend trading, and also that one he didn't mark. That I was surprised. I thought that was pretty good. He did say it was congested, and it is a little bit, but it is and it isn't. It's a little bit sideways, then we drop a bit and a bit sideways. So it's a staggering, you know. And then we have 2 clear pushes up and a nice bearish. But I thought that was okay actually. But I'll tell you why he didn't do that, because we had the news yesterday around there. That's why he had that area blocked out somewhere around about like that. But yeah, Mac's big on counter trend trading, but as far as counter trend trading, trouble is you don't know, like he said, you don't know. It's quite flat there, isn't it? You don't know whether that's just going to trigger. It could do, couldn't it? That could just literally go up a tick to the same height as that and drop back down again. So, but after the fact, 2 clear legs up, it looks nice. And in all fairness, markets yesterday was making very clear price action, wasn't it? The legs were really nice and clear. So after that leg, I don't know, you need to make decisions based on what's happening currently, and it worked really well yesterday. So personally, I don't think that was a terrible trade. I don't generally counter trend trade. I avoid it generally, but the market was that predictable yesterday, leg and a leg. But there you go. But I thought he may have marked that, but he didn't. Because a few people took that. So, hey Kev, how you doing, bud? We are struggling to get up here, really. We struggled there, obviously. I was in that trade till it popped out there, but when it came back, sometimes he'll do that drop, push up, trigger some longs, and then come crashing down. But did you reload your historic? I didn't. I'm glad you reminded me. I'm assuming my bars look a little bit different to you, do they? Let's see if this makes them look a bit better. But yeah. Wow, yeah, quite a bit different. It doesn't look very good, that, does it, when you think about it? It's more of a doji, but at the end of the day, we had a... Okay, bloody hell, that's a hell of a difference, isn't it? So if you look there, we had this leg up there, and we had 2 attempts to go lower, and obviously a push out, but I took that trade. That bar looked a lot more bearish, but it was a triple test nonetheless, but it was more of a penguin trade, that leg up. We had a break, 2 clear attempts to push lower, so 1 there, 2 clear attempts lower, and a push up. I just put mine an order above there, and it pushed up nice and strong. It didn't get me till there though. Is that's better, Kev, isn't it? It must be better because that looks completely different from what I was looking at. In all fairness, yeah, that's a hell of a difference, isn't it? What a difference! It's not often that different. Let's get rid of that. What time is it? Okay, we've got about 2.5 minutes left. So, Chris, how you doing? David, how are you? The trading view looks neat. That trading view looks neat. How did you do that? That trading view. That trading... I'm not sure what you mean by that trading view. What do you mean? That trading view looks neat. I'm not sure. Hey, Rodian, how you doing? Better, Kev, good. Excellent. I'm not sure what you mean there, David. That trading view. When you say trading view, do you mean just what I'm viewing, or because obviously trading view is a piece of software, isn't it? The way your charts look seems like trading view. Yeah, I suppose they all look slightly different, slightly similar, don't they? Let's have a look. Well, there's my trading view, which looks quite different. That was me just looking at Bitcoin. I suppose you've got the white version of it, haven't you? Yeah, I suppose they are similar down the sides, aren't they? They are similar. Similar. I mean, appearance, yeah. Indicator he is using from Algotech. That's correct, yeah, that one there. In fact, I've got a Zoom meeting tonight from a guy offering me a piece of software from Trading Sync, I think it's Trading Sync. It's a you guys probably know it. It's just a okay, market's just about to open. It's just a what's the word I'm looking for? It's like it's online. What's the word I'm looking for? I've gone blank. You know, trade tracker, that type of thing. You can sync your. I'm quite surprised that came down actually. Leg down. That might be a way up. Have a look. So we've got leg up, leg down, continuation. Let's see how this. No, it's all right. I thought we were very much like a penguin trade there. Leg down. Let's see how this finishes.
Order filled.
Okay. I'm going to have to come out of the top. That is what I'm looking at more. Let's have a look. Let's leave it there. Just looking at Penguin, we got a leg and a leg. Hey Ryan, how you doing, buddy? Leg and leg. It looks like two legs down there. I'm just going to come out before these highs though. Yeah, we got a leg up. It looks like two legs that, and I've gone off the bottom there. I've gone probably a little bit higher than I wanted, but I wanted a half decent push. More penguin style, less leg. I thought that was a triple test, but the bar looked a lot better before I reloaded historic. Come on, get up. I've only got out of the top. I wish I had done now, but there we go. We've got a push up, we've got a leg and a leg. Two legs back, nicely off the bottom. If I'd have got in a bit earlier, I may have been out, but usually Penguin will get out at the tops. I'm quite surprised this is doing this, actually. Penguin will usually get out of the tops. If we can get bullish there, then we might have half a chance. £3.5 points. If it gets up there. Well, this is not looking too rosy, is it? I nearly got out for break even there. We'll see. Didn't quite get up. Every other time it's got up. It's got up there, but this time it hasn't, so I'm quite surprised. Well, that's almost definitely going to take me out, I think. Okay, it is what it is.
Stop filled.
I'm quite surprised there. I very nearly come out there. I wish I had done that, but every time I do come out a little bit early on a penguin trade, it ends up making my points. So, there we go. It is what it is. I probably got in a little bit late, but there we go. So we had a leg up, leg back, leg back. I thought that was okay there, but there we go. See if we can fade this. Leg. Okay, then maybe, excuse me, too early. Okay, push up, leg back, right to the nearest tick. Perhaps it's just a bigger picture there. If we can get a good strong push up there after it's going a bit sideways here, similar to this, we may get a, so.
Order submitted. Order filled.
Okay. Let's go 1 to 1. I'm not revenge trading, Clay. I think I just misread that on the it looked like 2 legs, but in fact that looks like a bigger 2 legs. Leg back. So I think I've just misjudged that. So see, we got a leg up there. That looks like more of a leg, right to the nearest tick, and that is right to the nearest tick. So it looks like a leg and a leg. I usually wait for it to get up here, but I've noticed Penguin gets in a lot earlier. So I just tried to get in a bit early this time and get out early, but I misjudged it again.
Stop filled.
I bet that's going to push up now. Okay, not a good start. Yeah, the trouble is, I am just wondering, I mentioned this the other day, whether it's not the strategy that's the problem. It's me. So I wonder whether I should just stick to Pat's and just focus on what I know rather than try a different strategy. It does look like 2 legs, that does, doesn't it? So I'm clearly not getting this. I'm just wondering whether we are end up just back in another downtrend. Okay, it's fine anyway, it's fine. You see what I mean? Leg up. It does look like 2 legs down, doesn't it? In my opinion, should trade something NW strap for a couple of months on a sim. Yeah, it's just I had an evaluation which I've had for about 6 or 7 days. It's currently on about, well, after that, $600 odd. I'm just wondering whether I should just stick to Pats. I think the problem is with me and the discipline, and I think it's quite common to look for something else, isn't it? I thought you were doing pretty well with Pats. Yeah. Yeah. Let me just clean this chart up. I think what I need to do is just focus on Pats. I think it's quite common. I was looking at this over the weekend. It's quite common when you're struggling to look for something else. And I think that's the problem I'm having. I'm looking for something else when it's not the strategy that's the problem. It's me. So I'm just going to focus on Pats. It's what I know. It's what I've been learning for the last 2 odd years. Nearly 2.5 years. So, yeah, it's just, see, I thought that was okay. We got a leg up. We made 2 attempts to go lower, leg, or even leg. But the trouble is, these strategies don't just happen overnight. They take a long people. I think stick to Pats. Yeah, I can trade it. I think the trouble is, and I've done a little bit of research over this. When you do struggle a bit, you tend to look for something else. When, you know, I looked at a couple of videos and they were saying it's never your strategy. It's you who's the problem. So let's forget Penguin. As good as I think it is, there's no point, because if I struggle with Penguin, I'll move on to someone else. I just need to. Penguin almost never takes a trade in the first 2 hours. Does he really? Okay, well, that makes sense. He waits for a lot of PA. Yeah, okay. Because normally a trade like that with 2 legs back would be the type of thing he goes for. But in all honesty, it does look like we're starting to move in a downtrend again, which we've had for the last bunch of days. I watched him for a long time. Yeah, okay. Well, that's no good to me, is it? I only trade for about 3 hours. Yeah, I'm just going to focus on Pats. Go back to your early videos and rewatch them. Yeah, I have done that. I went for more points, actually. And it worked. I think I averaged about $400 a day. Some days I had $1,000, other days I had $200, but I was going for a few more points. And then I tried to go back to the way I did, and I had a couple of losers that didn't go that far. In all fairness, I don't think they were great setups, and it sort of knocked me a bit. And I think that's quite common. You have, things don't go right, and you start thinking, perhaps it's the strategy, perhaps it's this, and yeah, I know. Let's go back to how I used to do it, I think. Yeah, see, 2 legs back and a strong push-up. Yeah, see, that's the type of thing I was looking for, and it just went a bit lower, didn't it? But it's my 2 cents. In the first 15 minutes of the day always seems crazy to me. Yeah, I have mentioned this, Indy, before, that perhaps look at this. Look what it's doing now. It's doing exactly what I expected it after 2 pushes down. That's frustrating. That's really frustrating. I should have waited for it to push above the EMA and then gone long. There we go. It's the discipline. Yeah, I absolutely agree with you, Sam. It is the discipline. I think I've just had a few problems with it, which is why I'm looking for the wrong thing, aren't I? Okay, so 3 touches. Are we in a downtrend here, or have we just broken out the bottom of a range? See what happens here. Yeah, just going to focus on Pats. Yeah, some of my earlier ones, I actually, if I was going short here, I wouldn't just take 2 points. I'd bring my profit down here and just slowly bring my stop down, and It took similar long on the NQ, but yeah. I need to focus just on Pats, really. It's a good system, Pats. You can't search for something else if you're struggling. It's clearly. I've over the weekend I did a little bit of research, and everybody says I can tell you what the problem is straight away. It's not your strategy, it's you. So there we go. Let's go back to. I've spent nearly 2.5 years studying Pats. I'd be daft to walk away, really, wouldn't I? You made 10 G's with Pats. Yeah. Yeah. The trouble is, I suppose the trouble is with me, because I gave up work in December, well, I never went back after December, I've been living off what I've been making from trading, and it's just not enough to be able to build accounts. I've actually got accounts to a lot more than that. Those 4 accounts I had up to just under $10,000, and I'd taken 2,000 out of them as well. But because I had those couple of big losses, it just messed with my head a bit. It is the discipline, it's nothing else really. And you say it's you. What do you mean? It's not the strategy, it's down to self-control and discipline and that sort of thing, JC. You're a new face, JC. Where are you from, bud? Yeah, there's hundreds of strategies out there, probably thousands of strategies, and they're all good. This one's clear, tried and tested. It's been studied and tested for over 25 years. But it doesn't matter how good your strategy is or how good a trader, if you can't deal with the losses and you're revenge trading with the losses, and you can't, get in there with a discipline.
Order filled.
Then you're sort of knackered in a way. Let's just go for a couple of points here. There's a lower high there. We've bounced off these tops. Hold on a minute. I made a mistake here. Let's have a look. Yeah, I've made a mistake here, I think. I'm putting a downtrend, but I don't think it is. Maybe it is. I'm not thinking what I'm doing here. Focus on what you're doing, Lancy boy. Come on.
Target filled.
Right, okay. I thought I got trapped there. I like that. We've come off the tops, pushed down, come back, lower high. Another leg down. I thought for a minute this was a failed breakout and we were going to push up in a range, but no. A little bit far for a lower high, but we've pushed up strongly and just bounced twice right at this line. So thanks, Wood. I needed a little bit of luck there. Oh, would have done that. Yeah, it's all right. I've got this thing in my head. I'm not focusing. Let me just think about what I'm doing here. Okay, better start. So I've got a couple of $100 of that back. Where was I up to? I think that account was up to, I'm down about 250. To be fair, I've got an evaluation which I've had for about 7 or 8 days now, and it's now up to 860. I'm not really paying attention to it, to be fair. I'm just treating it almost like a demo, which is why I'm not really bothered about those losses. But yeah, I mentioned this the other day. It's not Pat's is the problem, it's me. It's my discipline. I just need to work on that. And when I do get it in check, it works nice. Yes, I have some losses, but I need to work on the losses as well. It is starting to be a choppy day, Sam. Yeah. See, the good thing about who was that? Was it what you saying about Penguin not trading the first? The market's been open, what, about 20 minutes? If you can get a trade like that for $200 in the first 20 minutes and you can get that on account and walk away, you can make yourself an absolute fortune. $200, you got 10 accounts, that's $2,000 a day. You don't need to do a lot, really, do you? Sometimes I think, oh, I've got to get into a trade early. It doesn't matter whether I sit here for 3 hours and then take one trade to make $200. That's all I need to do in a day. So... this is a problem. I watched a couple of how many more trades till you pass. To be honest with you, I'm not even paying attention really, because I've been more focusing on what I'm doing. What is it? And I got another $2,100 yet, mate. So I'm not really focusing on. Usually I'll speed the process up, but I'm not, because there's no point. I'm just taking what trades I see. Incidentally, the 80% off finishes tonight, midnight Eastern Standard Time. But I've had this evaluation now for about 7 days. I've got an evaluation which is passed, and in all fairness, I did that by trading max contracts a few days ago, which I shouldn't have done. But that's been my problem, so I've just decided not to do it now, just to trade, and that's it. If you trade when you see a trade, and that's it, doesn't matter whether you win or lose, if you've got enough skills, you'll make money. It's jumping back in, that's what I need to stop. In fact, I'm doing I've got a web thing with Anton Creel tomorrow night. What's it called? One of these... you know those things they do online where you sign up to a ticket. It's a free ticket. Why new traders lose money. Something like that. 5 reasons why new traders lose money and how to get out of it. Something like that. But that's tomorrow night. Webinar, that's what I'm looking for. Yeah, he's just doing a webinar. Sorry, Friday. About 6:30 UK time. Just about 5 reasons why new traders lose money and how to conquer it. But my only problem is my discipline and revenge trading. But I'm getting to the stage where I'm getting that sick of doing it. He's okay, isn't he, actually? Yeah, Anton Creel, yeah. He comes over as very in control, doesn't he? I've watched a couple of videos for a year or so. There was a program he had on TV a few years ago. I forget what it was called, but where he got newbies in and taught them how to trade or invest or whatever they were doing. But yeah, he's a very switched on guy. He started as a retail trader, just like us, trading from a computer from his bedroom. Did quite well and then got snapped up by Goldman Sachs. So there's hope for us yet. If you see me disappear from streaming all of a sudden in the next couple of years, you know I've been snapped up by some big investment bank. I doubt very much that's going to happen, but I doubt headhunters stroll the streaming rooms. He's a fund manager, yeah. So a different ball game, but he's definitely in control of it. Yeah, he is, isn't he? He comes over. Some people you can just tell are pretty switched on, can't you? And he's got that sort of mannerisms, isn't he? So it does seem like we've got a downtrend here, doesn't it? We've had 3 touches on there. It's certainly coming down. But you can see what I was thinking with the penguin thing, the 2 legs down. Now I got in, was it here? Where did I get in? I think I got in here, didn't I? And it worked. And then we had another push down. I'm thinking, okay, if I misjudged it, is that just a break? And then we have 2 further pushes down. And when that one lost, it got very close. We came down again, and I'm thinking, okay, maybe this is the 2 legs, and then it pushes up. And in all fairness, where that pushed up there, that might have been a good place to take a trade. Although I'm not concentrating on it now. If you'd have taken a trade, say there, you'd have made 20 ticks there. But I need to focus on what I know really. Pat's is as good as any. Yeah, sometimes it's a bit quick moving and stuff, but you've just got to realise that if it's moving a bit too quick and you're finding your decision making isn't quite quick enough, then you just got to leave it alone, haven't you? More macro-orientated trader, good for stocks. Yeah, I've seen him do all sorts. I seen him trading because he's got a big apartment in London, hasn't he? I saw him trading, not cryptos, currency one night. He did because he had just a little camera in his room, didn't he, for a while, seeing what he was doing. But he did trade. I think whether he did it off his own back or not, I don't know. But I saw him trading currency one night. The thing is, if you can do this job and you can do it and, stick to your rules, by far the most difficult thing, you think the most difficult thing is learning the strategy in the context of the market. When all fairness, it's actually probably the easier bit. It's controlling your emotions. I think the hardest part is controlling your emotions when you have a loss, closely followed by discipline. But I think the more times you fail, the more that brain sort of toughens up. I suppose it's like walking around on bare feet. 3 months later, your feet are going to have cuts and bruises and all that. Maybe 6 months later, they're going to toughen up, aren't they? So I think it's, we've talked about this before, the body can be manipulated into getting stronger and being able to adapt to the situation. I believe the mind can as well. But yeah, I watched a couple of that. What's her name? What's that trader called? Trade with Liz. Is it Liz? Chinese-looking girl. What's her name? Trade with. I forget her name now. Someone said. Hey, Speedy, how are you, mate? How are you doing? Which bit, mate? I say so many great things. I'm only kidding. What's her name? Trades with. She blew. Do you know, I played that video, actually. Jess, that's it. I played her video to my wife last night. The brain's getting to the point. It is, though, isn't it? It is. I remember my brother, when he was 16, he had long hair and it was blue. He had a nose ring and he was the laziest arse you could think about. Couldn't get out of bed. Wouldn't cut his hair. And he went in the army, came back about 6 or 7 months later, and he was a completely different guy. Mentally focused, fit, clean. You know what I mean? It just goes to show she blew 10 grand. Yeah, I think, didn't she? Is that what you mean? 10 G's? Yeah, 10 G's. But when she was talking, I played it to my wife and I said, just think about what I said to the other day, how I feel. And listen to this, and she said it's almost identical, because it's hard for someone who's never traded before, because she says, well, just don't do it, don't revenge trade. But I said to her, it's not that simple. And when that Jess mentioned it, she sort of got it in a way, but I'm still mentally recovering from blowing 12. Oh God, I blew 4, mates, 4 accounts. That nearly flipping killed me. But on the way, they're going to have 3 more PAs by Friday. Good on you, mate. I do believe that when you fail them, you come back a bit stronger. They talk about people who've been in a free relationships. They say, I had a friend of mine who went out with a girl. She'd been in a couple of bad relationships and she'd really toughened up, mentally. You know what I mean? They say people toughen up when they do stuff which affects their emotions. You sort of harden up to it in a way, don't you? Just like they say the body, you go at the gym, lift weights every day, you're going to get bigger and stronger. It's just a part of the process. It's how we adapt. And I think every time you come back stronger. I remember when I had that the first one I passed back in January, I got that 1 PA account up to $7,500. I took a payment from it and there was about 5,500 left, and a bit too confident. Took a few too many losses in a day and lost $2,300 in a day, and I just never mentally recovered from that. And then I messed around for another couple of months, just angry with the market, frustrated, and then managed to get another account up where I took another $2,000. And because when I took that, it was really low, I ended up taking a stupid risk to try and get lucky and blew that. Then I managed to get 2 accounts up. Took $2,000 from each of them. And same again, kept one, blew another. And then I managed to get another 3 to go with that one, blah, blah, blah. And to cut a long story short, you know what happens. There was sort of there's a new high there. You may call that a newer high, I don't know, but it's a bit choppy there. But yeah, I mean, I've come back. I've had, what have I had? I've had I had a $2,000 payment in August, so I've had 3 $2,000 payments and a $4,000 payment. But I could have had more. On 2 accounts, I decided to take $1,000 out of each. I could have taken $2,000, so I could have had $12,000. I could have taken another payment out of that very first account, but I ended up blowing it stupidly, so that could have been $14,000. So, you know, the potential's there to be able to get paid. But obviously, you know, but I do believe you get better and better. I was speaking to that Chris Childers. He actually works for Apex. And he's been trading, I think he said about 4 years, 3 or 4 years. And he's just had a payment for $14,000. And he said every time he gets a new payment, he'll blow a bit or whatever. And the payments get a little bit bigger and bigger. I think it's your brain getting used to earning that sort of money. Because when the money starts to climb like that, there's a little bit of added pressure. So I think the more you get used to that pressure, then you can earn a little bit more. It seems like that way up, you know. I never got to the point with drawing money, though. You will do, mate. You will do. And the first time you get your first 2,000 quid, it's like, I don't give a toss whether the account gets broken or not. I want my money. But obviously you can't continue to do that. But you'll do it a few times. And then I got to say, those 4 accounts, I decided to take $1,000 out of 2 of them. It took all my strength not to take $2,000 out of each of them. But I realised if I want to build the accounts, I have to leave so much in there. To cut a long story short, I ended up blowing them anyway, so I wish I'd have taken my money. But I had the right sentiment. Because at some point, you can't keep taking your $2,000 out and every time it gets to $2,600 because you're never going to have a chance to build. But initially, you're going to. It's just your first real sense of getting money back because it's, you're giving away money constantly, aren't you? I lost my first PA. The same, that you lost yours. I was devastated. Yeah. I've got to say, though, when I had, my wife's seen me, when I say cry, tears in my eyes, my wife's seen me cry 3 times in the 30 years we've been together. Once when my daughter was 8 when she hurt herself, 8 months old when she hurt herself. Once a little bit when my mum passed away in December. And when I blew those 4 accounts. I had my hands over my face with tears in my eyes. It was one of the worst feelings I've ever had. And that, I remember that Jess saying, she said I cried all day. I wasn't quite that bad, but you know what I'm saying. But it's not a nice feeling, but it's all part of that forging, isn't it? It's forging that brain to be able to get used to these emotions. The more you have these strong emotional feelings, the more your brain gets used to them and able to adapt and to deal with them. And down what you did wrong, the contract size, your feelings. I do, mate, actually. I keep a diary now. I write down what's good about the day, what's bad about the day, what I did right, what I should have done. And I also write down things like what trading can give me, more money, more family time, more holidays, more beer, more whiskey, But yeah, I absolutely think writing a diary down is a good idea. It does give you a way of writing things and maybe addressing them. So it's a good idea, that, Sam. It doesn't matter what you write down. You can write a load of mumbo jumbo, but just write down how you're feeling, what went wrong, what your plan is for the day. But I think we all need a trading plan for the day, even if we write down the same thing every day. What sort of day are we getting here? Is this just a push up? Or are we actually starting to trend down? That's a good point of writing there. It is a good idea, mate. I'll tell you what, look. I'll tell you what I wrote. The first day I started it, I read this out one before. It sounds like a load of crap, but there you go. That's just me. 7th of September, been revenge trading a lot lately, making a real mess. I need to grow up and start acting like I want this as a career. I want to take a trade I believe to be a valid setup, even if it's slightly more aggressive. This is the day of a new start. I can have all I want in trading. I'll prove the doubters wrong. Think about what I'm doing before every trading session. I have spent a lot of my life trying and failing to do stuff. I need to respect myself and start to do things right. I'm 2/3 of the way through my life and haven't achieved a massive amount of success in a career. This must change. I want to make a better life for my wife and my daughter, and a better life for me, and make them proud of me, and all just stuff like that. Whatever it is, just to help you think about what you're doing and focus. And have you ever done I did karate years ago. And what I used to do is, before I had any sort of like a fight or something like that, I used to psych myself up, talk to myself, and almost psych myself up for it, because it used to scare the shit out of me, in all honesty. I hated getting kicked and stuff like that, but I used to psych myself up, and it does help you prepare for the job at hand. So I think, telling yourself that you're going to have a nice car, nice holidays, nice this, nice that, helps you psych yourself up and gets yourself into the that really be careful, be honest with yourself, take good quality trade sort of mentality. But yeah, writing stuff down I think is a really good idea. I've heard Daryl Martin talk about revenge trade and all this, and he said journaling is good. It's a good idea. It does help you address your emotions and what's going on. So we're actually bouncing off that bottom there. This looks like we may end up having a bit of a... Let's put that there for now. We may get a bit of a... I hate that. Bit of a sidewaysy stuff. Let's have a look. I thought, in all honesty, after these couple of pushes down, we were going to make another leg up. Often after one of those we do, but when we don't, often it's because we're going sideways. I have to start keeping a journal, but I multitask at work sometimes. I forget. Yeah, by the way, I ended up sign up for max price action. Oh, good for you, mate. Good for you. Good on you. You won't regret it, mate. How many... I know of nobody who charges you $125 to teach you to trade. It's a good deal, mate. You get all these, you get this news stuff, and that's worth its weight in gold, that is. So you've always got your news on there. You've got these tools on there. There's all sorts of bits of stuff, but, there's the forum up there, and in all honesty, he gets masses of emails, and he always answers them, and he always answers them in detail. It's not like a quick, one-liner answer. He answers it in detail. He's got a lot of time for you. So, and also, definitely join the Facebook group, because that's worth its weight in gold as well. What I'd say to you initially, and I did this for the first year, is take a screenshot. If you're not sure how to do that, just right-click and save your image. Take a screenshot and post it on the Facebook group. That's the Facebook group there, Max Price Action Facebook. I posted mine on here for about a year and a half, and you get people like Marco. He's one of the admin guys up there. Daniel, he posts every day, so just ask for feedback. When you say, if you're talking about a funded account, it just stands for a performance account. So you'll have an evaluation, which is a demo or a sim. And then you have a PA account, which is a sim as well, but they pay you. It's like you earn money. So it's like an intermediate way. Can this guy trade? Let's see how he gets on at the next level. And then after that, if you're still going so many months later, they put you on a full live account. or in charting it stands for price action as well. So yeah, but yeah, in all honesty, if you're new to it, I wouldn't do any evaluations yet. Get to grips with it first. It's very easy to get in and start chucking money away too early. I did it myself. PA is a real money you can. Absolutely, mate. Yeah, absolutely. So if you, let's say for instance, you sign up for a $50,000 account, and you hit $3,000, they put you onto a PA account. So once you get that account up to $2,600, you can withdraw $2,000, and you can do this up to 20 accounts. But my honest opinion is, don't start buying PA accounts until you've got to grips with the strategy. I would say spend at least 6 months. I'd probably say spend 12 months. Every day, trade as much as you can. It looks like it's a lot easier than it is. And some days you'll have days where you'll be winning trades and you'll think this is easy, and then you'll get a. You know, I've heard Mac describe the market as multiple personalities. When it's got a personality like yesterday, it's very easy to read. You know, we got a lovely leg down and a leg down, leg up, leg down, legs down. It was really predictable and easy to read yesterday. And then you get other days where it's just all over the place. I could predict what was going on yesterday. I thought we're going to push up 2 legs back and then we're going to continue up, and it's done the complete opposite. So I would forget evaluations for now. You know, if after you've been doing it 6 months, you're starting to get a bit of success, but wait for the 80 and 90% off. But there's a big difference you can make now in how much you lose, because you will lose money and you'll lose quite a bit of it. So I would say spend at least 6 months getting to grips with a strategy, and then when you understand what's going on and you can spot good trades, then I'd say have a go at it. Just maybe one, only ever take one at a time. Don't trade multiple accounts because you'll copy them, and if you blow one, you'll blow multiple ones. Stick to one until you can build it up, and you'll save yourself a ton of money. I listen to a lot of these guys in here, because these are guys that have been doing it quite a few years as well. So that there's always sort of people that talk about, but I think it's important. If I could do it again, I would limit the amount of money I throw at it, because you will lose money and it's not a nice feeling. So get to grips with it first and then take one at a time. Don't do multiple accounts, because you know, if a lot of people will get 10 accounts and they'll copy them all and they blow one, so they blow 10. So it costs you 10 times as much. When you're starting out, for me, it's useless trading multiple accounts. You only trade multiple accounts when you can do the strategy and start to make money, because all you're doing is copying bad trades. So if you're going to lose an account, just lose one. Don't lose multiple ones. That's my 2 cents. Okay, we do seem to be having a bit of a channel down here. Touch, and it's working nice on the backside. So yeah, don't throw a load of money at it, because you know you work hard for your money, and only ever take them when they have, like, they got the 80% off tomorrow. That'll finish. Sorry, today. That'll finish tonight. It'll likely go back to 50% off for maybe a few weeks, and then we'll get the offer again. So don't pay anything more than 80%. But I would spend at least 6 months just on a strategy first, just practicing and trying and seeing to get somewhere. And when you feel the time's right, have a go, but keep it small, keep it cheap, and don't throw money away. That's what I'd do if I had my chance again. I chucked a lot of money at this, way more money than I feel comfortable with doing. But, you know, you learn. That's why it's a good idea to pass those bad habits on to other people, and just, you know, don't do what I did. But never pay more than 80% off. And when you're learning as well, have a bit of respect for yourself and be honest with yourself. Is it the right time? Am I kidding myself? Do I need to trade a bit longer? You know, try and be honest with yourself, because I've chucked so many accounts. I don't know how many. I would say 75% of the evaluations that I've blown, I've been trading 10 contracts just trying to get lucky. Just trying to speed the process up. And little did I realise that if I'd have just taken my time, I'd have been a lot further ahead than I am now if I'd have done it the right way. So, yeah. Find out what mistakes other people have made and avoid them like the plague, and you'll be all right. Okay, there is a channel going there. There's a second entry short there, but in all fairness, it's quite a bit from the EMA, and it is a little bit sideways there. So if that channel was a bit tighter there, I'd be inclined to... Well, not there. It's just too low. Do you need to trade inside their platform? Or do you link... Okay. To get all this, the ATM stuff, so you can make automated trades like
Order
this, so you
submitted.
can set all these trades up.
Order cancelled.
You need a NinjaTrader license, which is about $1,000. But what you can do is take an 80% evaluation and use their all their license, and then just trade on a sim. And what they'll do is every month they charge you again, but they'll just charge you. So it's like $33 a month. And if you do that, you'll be on an evaluation. But if you blow it, you just go on a sim, and then they'll, charge you again at the end of the month. That way you'll pay $33 a year. Or you can pay $1,000 up front. So personally, I would say the majority of your trading will be on prop firms. So you don't really need to pay for £1,000 license or $1,000 license. Maybe 5 years down the road, if you've made a ton of money from prop firms and you want to do, then it's worth buying. But I wouldn't pay $1,000 now. Pay the $33 a month. That way you get their NinjaTrader license, and then you don't need to pay anything. Then see, you get everything exactly the same. And if you can, you can have a go at evaluation, but even if you get lucky with it, I wouldn't pay for a PA account. Because you're going to chuck in more money away. But I create new emails with NinjaTrader for a full year, 2 weeks. Okay, so there's an option. You get 2 weeks with the ATM strategy. You need the ATM strategy because it opens up a trade. It's all automated. You need that. And you can use it for... Okay, this looks like a bottoming pattern here. You can use it for 2 weeks without having to pay for it. But there you go. As Kev just said, just set another email up and do it for another couple of weeks. 10 emails, you've got 20 weeks, haven't you? That doesn't sound like a bad idea, actually. 20 weeks, that's what, 5 months, 4 months? 5 months, 4.5 months? For free. It's a good idea, that. A good idea, that, Kev. Yeah, new email address, just, set it up again. But just think about what it costs you, because you can pay a lot of money or you can pay not a lot of money. And the latter is the best option, trust me. Okay, so we've... trouble is, if we go to here... then there is a possibility. We may have had a little break there, I don't know, but this looks like a bottoming pattern. And we've broken out of this, so... I think there's also a couple of legs down there. Leg. Past that now, anyway, way past that. So this does look like a bottoming pattern here. Now, if we break here and continue down, then... yeah, be careful how much you throw at this, because it's painful to see your hard-earned money going away. See if we can get a short here and maybe trap some shorts. See, this is looking like a range day to me, obviously with a channel in there. And we've bounced here a few times, which is the overnight lows anyway, and that looks just like a failed breakout to me. We've bounced 3 times and pushed up quite strongly, so it'd be nice to trap some shorts and push up a bit higher. It's a shame not to catch any of that move. Okay, let's see if we can trap some shorts here. Holy shit. What was that about? Okay, I'm guessing there was some stops here and here. I wasn't expecting that. Oh dear. Really? So yeah, someone's bought there. Perhaps as it's pushed in and they've, yeah. Yeah, I'm going to fade that out now because as far as I'm concerned, we're more ranging now. That is, in fact, I could probably take that down to there now. Yeah. Okay, there's a new low of the day. We know that was the open. Yeah, it does look like we're ranging a bit. Excuse me. Yawning. I had a good session at the gym earlier. I'm buggered. My hands are shaking. Okay, leg up. If we can get maybe a couple of legs back down here, I don't mind going long here. We come off the bottoms. We've bounced to the midline. A couple of legs down, maybe a second entry long up here. I'd go with that. Let's come down here a bit. Come on. To break out the bottom, really. First entry, if we can get down here, bounce down here, fade the range, maybe get that other second leg up. Might not come back. It's quite bullish, that is. We're only halfway up there, see, so it may start pushing up. I want it to come down here, though. Come on, come down. Just have a look at the big picture. Okay, leg up, slow leg down, bounce off the bottom. Yeah, certainly expect to get up here somewhere. Leg up, leg up. I want it to break out the bottom, really. Unfortunately, I don't think it's going to. Okay, I'm just going to take a quick bathroom break. I'll be 1 minute. Okay. Okay. Maybe that's trapped a few longs going up there. It's come back down, then push up again. It's going to get an order ready.
Order submitted.
Need to break below here, really. There we go. Bit lower would be nice. Pretty much knew it was going to do that. Trouble is, there's no real setup there. Okay, another drop below there. Okay.
Order submitted.
Let's see how this finishes. No.
Order cancelled.
Get a new eye, try go once, try twice. So there's a failure there. Possible fail second entry long if we can trap some shorts. Let's just get this out of the way. See if we can get a higher low here. See, technically that channel has played out. It has made a new high, so it may not go up there. I don't think that's...
Order cancelled.
Okay, leg now. This might work if it pushes up. Leg. If this finishes bullish, may look for a higher low. Excuse me a sec. Sorry about that. Daughter just got home from school. Okay. Oh, okay. So that channel's... what's going on here? Seems to have gone a bit too far to push back up, I think, but maybe not. Just wondering whether this is going to trap some longs. Market is a bit jittery today, in all fairness. It's looking like it's going to trap some longs. Okay, maybe a higher low here.
Order submitted.
Let's take that on the engulfing.
Order filled.
Okay. Leg. Higher low took on the engulfing, maybe trapped some possible shorts on the fail second entry long. I'm not sure about this. No, it looked a lot better as it was pushing up strongly. I'm going to give
Stop
that.
filled.
I'm going to say an extra tick. It's not having none of it. I did mention that it was sort of almost looking like it was trapping some longs. Uh, what's going on here? It did look a bit too far. It did come a bit too far to push back up, really. But when we had that push up and it came down, triggered below the short there, there was a failed second entry short. It triggered. I put my order one tick above there, thinking we're going to get another leg up. But we didn't. It's getting a bit choppy now, in all fairness. So, what's going on? Okay, we had a break new high, 2 legs back, push up. Does look like it's going to push up, but just bring this back again. Okay. There's a lower high there. I think we're coming off these tops. Let me just get a short there.
Order submitted.
See how this finishes. I didn't look at the bigger picture. No. Not sure about that channel.
Order cancelled.
It was a second entry short. It's just congested and the bar isn't fantastic. It's all right. I just realised I think we may have a different channel. What time is it? Let's see what Matt's give us. Sorry about that. Did work for 2 points, it looks like that. It does look like we've had a break, hit it. We've touched a bunch of more times. It does look, it is looking bearish, isn't it, I think? Yeah, okay. I just misread that. Okay, that's strange. Max got his from here to there and down there. Okay, yeah, so okay, so Max got his like that. Let's just drag his in a minute. Yeah, from here I got caught going long here thinking range, but I don't think it is. Okay, so we've had a leg down. See if we can get someone else. So that one did work. If it had finished bearish, I'd have taken that because I think I just realised what had happened. But okay, another little push up, possible second entry short. Get up here somewhere.
Order submitted.
Second entry long there, which is triggered. We had two pushes up. If it breaks below there, I can see us having another leg down. Second entry short. It's bouncing off that midline, isn't it? No, that's a stupid trade.
Order cancelled.
Or is it?
Order submitted. Order filled.
Okay, let's give it a whirl. It is a second entry short. It does look like a channel. We are in a downtrend. Probably slightly more aggressive than I'd normally take, but looks like we got a leg and a leg. So leg and a leg. Should take us down to about there. Maybe trap some longs there. Down we come. Come on. .2 points. Let's get out for a 1.5. Come on, push through. Oh, there's a 1.5. Come on, 1.5. Come on. Come on.
Stop
Oh
filled.
my good giddy aunt. Oh, I was one tick off. That's frustrating. Oh, I'm not having a good day today. I'm clearly not reading the market right today. That's a shame. I'm going to knock on the other thing today. It was a slightly more riskier trade. It did work, but for 0.75, I did take it up a tick to come out for what's it in there. I'm going to knock on the head today. I'm clearly not feeling it, am I? It is a bit jumpy today, yeah. It's a bit choppy. I didn't think that was that bad. It fitted sort of really nice in that channel, leg down. I expected to get down to here, but it is a little bit choppy and a little bit bouncy today. So I'm going to knock on the head, actually. There's no point if I'm not feeling it today. So that's it. So yeah, I probably should have taken it. It's going into that midline, but there we go. Anyway, it is what it is. So that's it for today, folks. Come back a bit clearer headed tomorrow and focus a little bit more. So have a great day. Stay safe, and I'll see you all again same time tomorrow. Bye for now.